lightweight is, I mean, what a weight class it is. I could give you 100 options of matchups that I would like to see. The only one made for the new year is Dariush against Makhachev at Fight Night 203. Of course, it's going to be a really interesting one, and we all expect the winner of that to move straight towards a title shot. But they do have Gaethje above them, and it would make sense for Gaethje to be positioned in there for a title shot as well, just to keep that belt moving. If not, then Dariush versus Makhachev will certainly define the next contender for that belt. But if we look down the division, I mean, it's just full of superstars. We really are inundated with superstars in this division. I would love to see Poirier against Chandler. I think we've got two old school guys there. I think Poirier's talked about maybe moving up a weight class. You know, if he gets a win over Chandler, he might stick around at lightweight for a little bit longer. Who knows what's going to happen in this weight class? If Gaethje is able to beat Oliveira, that throws a Bengal tiger amongst the pigeons, because that really upsets the division. At the moment, Oliveira's looking like he's holding it down, and while ever he's in that position, Poirier is going to be working hard to get back to a title shot. By moving up a weight class, that does change things somewhat, and you know, half of the guys at welterweight at the moment used to be lightweight, so there's no reason why Poirier couldn't have success there. But I would like to see him stick around in this weight class, and I would like to see him face Michael Chandler. The other guys in the division, as I'm looking down, I think there are a couple of guys around sort of 10, 11, 12, specifically 10, 11, and 12, who are the next wave of contenders in this division. Gregor Gillespie, I know he's only on a one-fight win streak, but up until the knockout against Kevin Lee, he just looked dominant against everybody. And Gregor Gillespie is someone I would like to see at some point face Makhachev, just based on their different styles of wrestling, and to see how they would match up in an MMA fight. As of right now, Gillespie at number 10, I would love to see him fight Mateusz Gamrot, who's on a 3-fight win streak. Gamrot's at number 12 at the moment. Gillespie 14-1, Gamrot is 20-1. And where Gillespie's really, really strong in that middle range, controlling the wrestling exchanges and where the fight takes place, Gamrot's an excellent striker with great grappling. So I think that fight complements itself. I think that would be a really, really interesting one. And then one other one I would love to see is one of the old school of the division, Rafael Dos Anjos, currently ranked number 6 in this division. 30-13 is his record. Coming off that win over Paul Felder, taking on Rafael Fiziev. I mean, if I think Muay Thai for MMA, if you think RDA's style where he kind of stands with the little pulse, the little Muay Thai, boom, 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 and he hammers those low kicks in, he's got great short-range Muay Thai, and then you look at Fiziev, the same thing. I would say RDA is maybe slightly bigger, which gives him which maybe equals the advantage that he has in experience. But Fiziev has got athleticism and speed and power on his side. That is a really good fight to make. I mean, you know, like I said, there are a lot of fights in this division to make, and because it's largely unmatched, you know, we can kind of daydream about what to make. I'll throw one other out there, and the reason I'm throwing this out there is because both of these guys need a win. I don't want to see either of them fall out of the top 10. I would like to see them both progress back up towards the belt, because they're both, you know, fascinating characters. Tony Ferguson against Dan Hooker. Now, I think Tony Ferguson is, of course, towards the end of his career. Dan Hooker at 21-11, he's got to be wondering how much more punishment he can take in this. But I think a fight against Tony Ferguson could be that career-defining fight for both of them, where they either walk away for good or they have one more run at the belt. And I'm not sure which one will come out on top, but I just think it would be an absolute mess of a fight. So I would love to see it. Okay, let's move on.